I feel like a motherless child.
Hey, Laurie, did you hear what happened last night? It was in the apartment right above us. My dad almost saw the guy.
Something terrible happens and really stops everything for you.
Anything strange ever happen in here?
Strange? Oh, my. Oh.
My neighborhood is the target of some maniac, and my sister's been kidnapped.
Look, Joey, we got 4 violent, bloody murders and a possible kidnapping. I mean, it's possible, but it doesn't make sense.
He got her with a nail gun.
I mean, we got 3 apartments, 1 forced entry.
What if he didn't con his way in? What if he didn't have to?
The Bible says, if one of thy members offend thee, cut it off. Cut it off!
He killed her with a drill.
So I cut him. I did it. I cut all the evil out.
Yes, I've been away too long. Carolina in the morning. Lord, you know
I gotta protect my family.
yes, I'll be there in the morning. Lord, you know I'm coming home.
I never want to cause suffering.
What's up, Gorehounds, and welcome to the Gore and Mort Podcast. I am the not-so-mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in. However, I do not bring this shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my horror homies. Started off with the Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scubacabra, the host with the ghost, Mr. Steven Vasquez.
What's up, baby?
Yeah, and unfortunately, we do not have our beloved Mr. Meat Mountain tonight, Mr. Bobby Amone. Unfortunately, he is a little under the weather, so we wish him all to feel better, get some rest, keep him in the fluids, and fuck you for making us watch this movie. All right, today is
Right off the bat. Fuck
right.
you, Bobby.
Today is, we love you, Bob. But
Yeah.
today is November 28th, 2022, and we have a shit show of an episode, but it won't, it just goes with the show. But first, as always, we're going to talk about what the fuck we did in the last weekend. So, Mr. Vasquez, if you could please.
It is now time for your
Fuck yeah, buddy. Thank
Beautiful.
you. Chad Daddy, how you been,
Yep.
brother? You want to start it off?
Yeah, I've been well, like most of Americans, this past week was Thanksgiving for us. And unfortunately, my son wasn't feeling too good himself. He went to bed Tuesday night. And before he went to bed, the kids only had a half day. Wednesday, he said, "Can I just stay home?" I said, "Well, we'll see." And we went to bed. My wife already turned off the alarm. She was going to let him stay home anyway. 4:00 in the morning comes, and you just hear him puking his guts out.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So, he...
I'm sorry, that's reminded me of that episode of Family Guy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just creeps out.
So he wasn't feeling the greatest. And, Thanksgiving, he was feeling okay. Went to my stepsister's for dinner, and he barely ate. And he's just like practically passing out. He's just so tired. I'm like, you know what? Let's take him home, because we're supposed to go to my wife's grandmother's, all of us. She's like, just drop me and the other kids off, and I'll have my mom and dad bring us home. So I came home. He slept from the second we got home until like the next morning.
Okay.
So Friday, he feels fine. Saturday morning, he gets up. And the kids are in bowling leagues, so we get up early on Saturday mornings, go up to the bowling alley, and they bowl for their teams. So my oldest daughter is sitting there bowling, and her group goes first, and he goes second. And I'm looking at him. His eyes are just barely open. They're bloodshot. I'm like, you feel okay, buddy? I'm like, you look like shit.
Damn.
So we cut that early. He didn't even get a chance to bowl, so we took him home, and again slept all day and slept all night. And yesterday he was feeling a little better, but I don't think he's feeling 100% because he still went to bed at 10 o'clock. Which the kids.
I was gonna say, is that early or late? Because I'm not sure.
Early on the kids. The kids did not have school today.
No,
it's Pennsylvania hunting season. That's a holiday statewide.
Oh, damn.
wait, your opening day for gun is today?
It was Saturday, but they still do.
Oh,
deer.
see, we're a week ahead because ours is the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Yep, ours has always been after.
You guys get a holiday though for it? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, dude, damn. That means that Pennsylvania has a ridiculous deer population that they need fucking mowed down.
Dude, it
just
does.
to give motherfuckers a day off to do it.
It really does.
Holy shit. That's why you got Bigfoots, bro. Anyways.
But yeah, that was the vast majority of it. You know, I didn't do any Black Friday shopping. I didn't do any fucking Cyber Monday shopping today. Which
today is Cyber Monday. That's right. Guess I didn't either.
Yeah, we got all our shopping done anyway. So yeah,
there you go, buddy.
Deal. Yeah,
nice.
Although let's see, I did go online and order something for my wife for Christmas, and Target was having a sale on their movies, buy two get one free at the reduced prices. So I got the new Thor, which wasn't the greatest, but it was $7 for the Blu-ray. I got that.
Okay.
I got that. Multiverse of Madness, that was 10. So my free one I picked was Uncharted.
You know, I just started watching that the other day, and I liked what I saw, but I had to step away, so unfortunately I didn't get to finish it. But it was it threw me off a little bit too much right in the get-go when they had Tom Holland hanging off the fucking like shit out the back of the plane. Because I'm like, bro, he's literally doing Spider-Man moves right now, man. You can't be bringing me right into a movie with Tom Holland doing I know it's
that was in the game.
Get it.
It was in the game.
No, I know that too, but you know what I mean, though? Come on, man. Like, there's no way you didn't feel that a little bit. You're like, wait a minute. I'm watching Uncharted, right? Okay, yes. Sorry. But yeah.
That's all right. But yeah, and so I guess that's really about it. So, Scuba Steve, it's your turn, brother.
Well, I hauled ass across Texas last week to go see my mama because I have not seen her in a while. So I drove 90 across the state. It was awesome. Got there an hour earlier than I should have gotten there, which is fine. Whatever. Still made it in time.
What's the length of that drive?
400 and something miles. 450, I think.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. So made that round trip in 2 days. Went to go see her. But the main reason I went was to go pick up the tamales she made because, God damn it, that is one of my favorite things for Thanksgiving. And my mother makes hands down the best tamales ever. So it was worth the trip. It was just my grandmother and I that went, came back. I cooked everything on Thanksgiving. And let me tell you, fellas, this turkey, hands down, was the best goddamn turkey I've ever made in my entire fucking life.
Yeah?
Like, I cut into that fucking breast and it fucking squirted at me like it was a fucking porn star. Like, it was fucking amazing. So, I kind of added like a whole bunch of different techniques that I had seen on TikTok. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. So I brined the turkey and then, I was going to spatchcock it, but at the last minute I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that.
For the dumb people here,
like us.
Spatchcock is when you remove the spine. Mm-hmm. Okay. You take the spine out, you flip it over, do a CPR compression on it.
Oh, okay. You
break it
a little bit.
You make, and it cooks in like half the time.
Makes sense.
So I was going to do that because it comes out really juicy. The skin comes out really crispy, but I didn't. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to throw this bitch in the oven. Stuck butter, like compound butter underneath the skin all the way around. Injected it with fucking butter also. put my Cajun seasonings all over it. Put a little bit of baking powder on top because I saw that if you put baking powder on top of the skin, it
gonna
makes
make it
it
crispy.
nice and crispy.
Makes sense.
Let me tell you,
Draws out the moisture of it.
amazing. Fucking amazing. All the drippings from the turkey went into my gravy. So the
I'm
gravy
just
had
trying
like
to
a
think
little.
about how much butter content's in a piece of Scoops' turkey right now.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It sounds like a donut at this point.
I'm thinking with all that butter, that the shit just literally slid right out.
It did. It was
like the next day. It's like
fucking amazing.
I thought you were talking about the turkey for a second, not the. All right. Yes.
Yes. The bowel movements were amazing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but isn't every Thanksgiving BM like? I saw a stupid little video on, not to mention Family Guy again, but where he eats the dehydrated food and then he drinks the water and he's like, "Everybody leave right now! I have to poop." That's Thanksgiving poops. Right
yes,
there.
Yes. So everything. I mean, it was fucking amazing. My gravy was fucking great. And usually when I cook, I only eat turkey, gravy, stuffing, and rolls. That's pretty much everything that I eat, and then tamales, of course.
Can I ask you about your stuffing? Is it just straight up stuffing, or do you put sausage in it as well?
Okay, so
we put sausage in it.
Okay, sometimes I do. This year I didn't. I just made the cornbread first, and then added everything to it.
You do cornbread stuffing.
Cornbread stuffing, yes.
Oh, it's the South. You have to do cornbread stuffing.
It's
you said cornbread.
Cornbread, baby. That's a whole different kind of bread right there.
Right.
But yeah, man, it came out really good. Everybody was happy. Grandma gave me like the highest praise on how good everything was. And if it wasn't good, Grandma would have been the one to say, it wasn't that good. Because she is very blunt. She's 93. She has no fucks.
Right. She don't give two shits anymore, dude. Like,
she gives no fucks. She told my sister, "You look like a skeleton. What is wrong with you? Are you on drugs? You look like a skeleton." And I was like, "Grandma, you cannot say that to people." And she's like,
"Yes, you can. Grandmas can say that, dude."
Oh, listen. yeah.
And I'm like, at the end of the day, your grandma can sit at that table and she's like, "If it wasn't for me and this
none
right here,
none
of you exactly. This shit wouldn't even be happening."
I love Scoop's grandmother. I've never
dude, and she's great. She told my cousin that my cousin was too fat. She said, "Oh, you're too fat." And my cousin's like, "What are you talking about? I lost weight." She's like, "Yeah, but look at the back of your head. Look at the back of your head. You have rolls on the back of your head. You need to cut it down. Cut down your eating." And I'm like, "Grandma, what the fuck, Grandma?" And I'm just like, this is great. This is like, I need a book. I need to make a book. The shit my grandma says. Because
dude, you just need to make your grandma a TikTok and just record her ass, bro.
Well, I did one TikTok with her when I took her grocery shopping one time. I turned around and she was already like down the fucking aisle. Like I turned around for a split second and she was gone. So the whole TikTok was just me following her around the fucking grocery store. But yeah, so we did that, and then I worked this weekend, and I did have an investigation this weekend.
Yeah, you did.
We went back to Yorktown Memorial Hospital. It was 46 degrees in that son of a bitch.
That's pretty chilly for you guys.
Yeah, for us, it's fucking chilly. Like my knees were killing me trying to sleep in that bitch, which I did, but whatever. So that was it. And then yesterday I just kind of vegged out. Like I was so drained from everything. I didn't get out of bed until fucking like 2:00 in the afternoon. And then did some laundry and went to work today. And I'm counting down 3 weeks. 3 weeks and I'm back on vacation, baby. Back on vacation in 3 weeks.
I feel it so much, bro. I feel it so much.
What about you, Big Johnny D?
Well, of course, I enjoyed my Thanksgiving festivities with my family. It was a little bit smaller this year because I had an uncle and an aunt who were sick. But unfortunately, still food was okay. So pre-Thanksgiving, my mother always, I'm sure as most moms do or whomever, whatever, you always go a little bit more ham on the food than what you actually need. Obviously, because you're trying to make for leftover shit, right? So my mom's like, "Oh, I need more potatoes." I'm like, "Well, I got a half a bag of potatoes. You're brand new." I'm like, "You want me to go get them?" I'm like, "That way you don't throw them in the store." She's like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Okay, cool." And I only live a mile away from my mom, so I just fucking run back, bring it back. And she's like, "Okay." She's like, "Dad, that should be pretty good." I was like, "Well, how much do you already have?" She's like, "Well, I already did up 10 pounds. She's like, "But I wanted to make sure I have more." I'm like, "Mom, there's going to be fucking 7 of us. Who the fuck are you making 10 pounds of potatoes for on top of all the other fucking food that everybody else is bringing?" She's like, well, I usually make 15. I'm like, okay. Once again, still less people, and we never need 15 pounds in the first place. We say this every fucking year. You don't need to do this. So yeah, and I didn't win that argument by any fucking means.
Going back to that, because you mentioned that and I completely forgot. So I paced myself on Thanksgiving at my dad's. So I'm like, I don't want to eat too much.
Did you do 2 meals?
I was supposed to. That's why I paced myself.
Oh God, I couldn't do that. I eat literally 1 meal a day on Thanksgiving. It's that, and then dessert,
I had like a small plate, didn't have any dessert, because we're going to her grandmother's. Her grandmother has this whole big spread. She has ham and turkey and everything. I'm like, I'll eat a little bit here, I'll eat a little more there. And then my son's sick, so I didn't even get my fucking second meal. It's like, God damn it. So Steph
didn't get a second breakfast.
I did eventually. Steph did bring me a plate home, and I ate because she brought me some turkey, ham, and stuff.
It's not the same.
I ate the shit out of the stuff.
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. But it was still good.
It is good, but it's not the same.
Actually, she brought it home, and I ate like 2 pieces of pie right away.
Yeah. But no, man, like I enjoyed the hell out of Thanksgiving. So you guys are gonna fucking hate me or not. I don't care. Whatever. So we went Black Friday shopping, air quotes for the people who are just listening to this later on. Because we didn't really go for anything like we did go for one thing specifically, but it was nothing of your natural Black Friday nature per se. We went Squishmallow hunting because the new fucking Squishmallows are out for the festive season. And I even say, as a 37-year-old man, I now own some Squishmallows myself. On top of my daughter. Hey, man, they had Bigfoots, bro. And I was like,
all right, that's fine. That's fine. If they come out with a whole line of cryptid Squishmallows,
but it's I have multiples, bro. It's not just the Bigfoot. So I got a Bigfoot. I got a duck that's got like the fucking like what's the goofy hat with the ears? I have it. I don't even know what they call it. Like Eddie
hat.
Yeah, the cousin Eddie hat. Like, so it's like that, and then I got like a little miniature Bigfoot to go with my other Bigfoot because I was like, oh, that's like the daughter and me. Like, cool. But yeah, so my wife has a bunch, and now my daughter has a bunch. And if you guys know anything about this, Chad, you got younger kids, so I assume Steve, your kids are a little older, but
I'm aware.
I know about them because
are they just
my
like
niece.
Pillows or something?
So there's different sizes, dude, but they're a stuffed animal, but they are like the softest fucking thing in the world. It's like weirdly addictive to just be like, just sit there and fucking squeeze it because you're like, why is it so soft? But they're the new Beanie Babies, bro. They're the new fucking Beanie Babies. And I almost say, dare I say, smarter than what TY did, because they literally keep re-releasing the same animals. Like they cycle them out, but then they just bring them back holiday themed. So Christmas, you got, dude, Halloween, Christmas, there was Thanksgiving ones, there's gonna be Valentine's ones. Like, billionaire idea, dude, because now everybody's like, oh, I need the norm. And they time release it like Disney movies. So you gotta really like fucking go, or else you're not gonna see it for like 2 more years. And I'm like, what is this gold mine? I feel like I need stock in this shit, dude. Like it's ridiculous, dude. And
okay, so you mentioned like unconventional Black Friday shopping.
Yes.
For that. Every year we get one specific thing, 2 things, I guess, that's not what you'd normally think of on Black Friday. And we go to Lowe's and get the big fucking packs of batteries.
Yeah,
because
they're always on sale. Yeah.
$10, and those batteries last us.
Homie, I worked at Lowe's 12 years ago, and I could literally tell you that Black Friday ad from 12 years ago, that's the same exact shit this year. And it has been every fucking year and will be till Lowe's dies. It's batteries. It's a fucking $30 shop vac, and it's a $99 DeWalt every fucking time, dude. And then there's ladders. It's ridiculous. But the reason I had to go back to the whole shopping thing is because I laughed, because in almost traditional Black Friday style, my wife almost fucking checked a dude who was trying to fill the fucking Mellow bin, and she didn't even realize it. I was like, yo, I apologize to that dude. She's like, what? I was like, you almost knocked his ass over. He was just trying to fill some stuff fucking animals. And she's like, oh my God, I feel so fucking bad. I was like, you should. And so she walked away, was looking at something else. So like the daughter was like, Daddy, can I get one more? I was like, yeah, sure. Sneak it in there. I look up, dude, bro, there is literally like a
didn't go get it
dozen
yet.
more people surrounding this 4x4 bin of Squishmallows, dude. Everybody came into Five Below at 8 a.m. when they opened, literally for fucking Squishmallows, dude. That's what people were leaving with, and that's what people came. It was ridiculous. And I was like,
That's fucking insane.
bro, it's the new Beanie Baby. It's insane. And I feel like it's so much smarter. Like, I'm just more amazed. It's insane, dude. Like, I went down a whole rabbit hole. They got they got a Wikipedia on this shit, dude. Like,
I'm just loving that your Black Friday shopping was Five Below.
Fuck yeah, bro. That was listen, man. Which Five Below is not even Five Below anymore. They got shit for $25 in there, which I might go back and get. The wife was like, "Do you really need it?" And I was like, "Well, no," but I'm like, "Fine, I guess I'll be an adult and put it back." But they have an advent calendar from Pop that's Dragon Ball Z, dude. So you get 25 little mini Pop figures, dude, for $25. And I'm like, it's only $1 a little figure. Like, come on. They show Roshi on the cover. I will literally buy that whole thing for fucking Roshi. Don't fucking say I won't.
I love it.
Fucking right, dude. But yeah, and then fucking just, dude, I enjoyed the last 4 days off from work. It was great. I was just with the family. I really wasn't on the phone, so I apologize to any friends that are listening that if I wasn't really involved in chats. I was just kind of taking it in, not enjoying not being at work, and fucking just, I gamed. I gamed every fucking day. It was great. Fantastic, dude. I played a lot of Ghostbusters. I've been playing Fighter Z for fucking like nonstop. Dude.
Every time I hopped on Ghostbusters, there was fucking nobody on, so I played the hell out of Deathloop. Thanks, guys.
Every time I jumped on, because I was like, I'm just gonna get on a whim to see if the boys are on. Nope. So I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna play God of War.
I got on, and see, when I get on, I bring my wife in. So there's one, and then it was right after. What was the day we played the most? It was after the Ghostbusters parade, which I did a fucking parade. Dude, I've been doing it for so long, it's like second nature at this point. I was looking back at Facebook memories, and it was like 2015 was like one of my first ones. So I was like, God damn, dude. Like, but yeah, so yeah, I did also a Christmas parade with the Ghostbusters Ascension New York. But yeah, I was playing with the homies on that night, dude. I'm at like 78 now or 76. I'm
still in my 40s.
Same.
I want to get that GB2 suit, man, before the Christmas update comes out, because I need that Santa hat on the black suit, man. Like,
so shout out to my kid. He came in and told me he got yelled at by a crackhead on his way home.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
I'm gonna send a shout out to my kid. I was like, why did she yell at you? He's like, I don't fucking know. He's like, I was jamming Bruno Mars in the car, and she fucking said, "Hey, turn that shit down, or I'm gonna stab you."
Jesus. All right. Well, good for him for getting away from that.
That's what he was telling me when he was standing over my shoulder, and I was like,
"That's hilarious."
Speaking of stabbing, that's a perfect segue, because we're going to talk about the movie that we are here to talk about today, because I've been rambling on long enough. So we are talking 1978, The Toolbox Murders. This was Bobby's.
This was a Bobby pick, and he's not here to do the goddamn rundown.
Here. All right. Do you want me to do it, boys, or you want to? When you guys want to do it?
Let's do City. Let's just
Scoob, you take it, and then I'll take your spot.
All right. Huh? You're gonna take my spot? What was my spot?
I'll take the Bobby spot.
Okay, take Bobby's spot. Yeah.
But you got to mispronounce the names.
I'm going to. Don't worry about it.
Oogie Spoogie.
Oh, purposely?
Oogie Spoogie. Yeah.
I probably won't even need help, dude. It'll just happen.
All right. So we're talking The Toolbox Murders, released February 17th, 1978, in a quiet apartment complex in Los Angeles. A deranged handyman goes on a killing spree, savagely murdering immoral women with the tools of his trade. Claw hammers, screwdrivers, power drills, and even a deadly nail gun. But these gruesome massacres are just the beginning of this landmark epic of violence and depravity that was vilified by critics, banned by censors, and treasured by splatter fans worldwide. This is The Toolbox Murders. Directed by Dennis Donnelly, Adam 12, Emergency. Written by Anne Kindberg, Project Alf. Robert Easter, Out for Blood, Sworn to Justice. Neva Frieden, Black Belt, Red Sun Rising. Produced by Tony
Dildo.
Yeah, they look like it said dildo.
Which was in the movie.
Yes,
yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Sunset Cove, Heart of Stone. Big Johnny D.
So I will take over for our beloved Meat Mountain, and I will try to do my best at fucking these names up. Probably not. All right, so we got Cameron Mitchell from The Swarm and Island of the Fishmen. Cameron. Island of the Fishmen as Vance Kingsley, Pameline Ferdinand. So I can't even know him. Ferdinand. I'm actually, was it Ferdinand?
Oh, we love you, Bobby. We're just giving you some hell here, Bobby.
What's the matter with Helen and Charlotte's Web? Is that the animated Charlotte's Web?
It is.
Wilbur as Lori Ballard, Wesley Ure from Land of the Lost, and Chomps as Kent Kingsley, Nicholas. All right, I'm gonna fuck that one up. Buevi from Camelot and Rage as Joe Ballard, Tim Donnelly from Emergency, and the Clonus Horror. The Clonus Horror? Is that right? That sounds weird.
Let me give you a little hint. It was a Mystery Science Theater 3000 movie at some point.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Okay. As Lieutenant Mark Jameson, Anita Corsat. That's got to be a fake name, dude.
Croissant.
Right?
Croissant.
The Blob. Fuck yeah. And Blazing Saddles.
What a white women at?
Joanne Ballard. Dude, Faith McSwain from Three's Company as Mrs. Andrews. Sorry, what were you saying, Steve?
When Damien was little, like he had to have been like 5 or 6 years old when I let him watch Blazing Saddles for the first time. And this fool would enter any fucking room for like 2 years.
Say, where's the white woman?
And say, where are the white women at? And I'm like, Damien, shut the fuck up. Like, stop it.
Love that.
Loud as shit, too. Like in the grocery store, he'd be walking down the aisle, just all quiet. And where the white women at? Damien, shut up.
Yeah, but did it ever work out in your favor?
It did not, because I was married.
Oh, that's true. All right. Sorry. All right. Marcy Drake from Jokes My Folks Never Told Me and Leather Persuasion as Deborah. Evelyn Guerrero from Cheech and Chong's next movie and Alligator 2: The Mutation as Maria. Shad Daddy.
Music by George Deaton. This was his only movie. He didn't do a very good job. Cinematography by Gary Graver, Dracula versus Frankenstein, Evil Tunes, edited by Nunzio Darpino, which
apparently he also did Nunzio. So
I think this might have been his only work too. Effects and makeup by Ed Turns, The Fog, and Clue, which is a very underrated movie.
Fantastic movie.
Love that movie. Distributed by Cal Am Artists. I'd have a better time talking about Clue than this movie, to be honest. Runtime in 93 minutes. Rated R. Budget of $165,000. Grossed $512,000.
Wow, really?
It didn't do too bad. It was one of those little. That it was released like regionally, like it opened like in Texas, and then it would open like in Los Angeles. And
so then it kind of got the word of mouth build up a little bit.
Yeah,
well, it was based on a true story though. Like,
yeah, which is
those murders.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so the girlfriend knew that it. She's like, "Oh, you mean like the actual murders?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "No, it's just a fucking movie." And then like I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, they tell you at the end, too.
And they tell you at the end too, yeah.
But yeah, that was fucking crazy, dude. That threw me for a loop. I was like, wait, that shit fucking happened? Some of it, obviously. But yeah, all right. So, gentlemen, we are in the discussion portion of this episode. So
I'm pulling up
before we get into the discussion. Oh,
this is gonna be fun.
Steve's got notes, yo. This is not gonna be good, or it's gonna be amazing. One of the two. I've never seen this movie. I've never even fucking heard of this movie.
I found the remake in a bargain bin at Walmart, the one directed by Toby Hooper. Bought it and haven't even watched it. And this was
04,
probably
right? I think that's what you said.
Yeah, 04.
Yeah,
yeah, and I probably had it a good 10 years at least, and never watched it.
I'm not gonna lie, like even though I did not care for this one, I kind of want to watch the Toby Hooper one to see if like
just to see the differences.
Yeah, to see if they was like, oh, you know what, that one is better.
Yeah, because we like Toby Hooper. He does some great movies. Did some great movies.
Absolutely. So this movie was
caca.
It was weird, man, because like you kind of had me in the beginning. It definitely had its weird aesthetics, which I feel like the Boss Man would have super been for. And I mean, what did I say? We had technically this guy's a driller killer, not all the way, but I would throw him in the pile.
I mean, could you really call that a drill though? It fucking
it's a
barely
shitty
spun.
Listen,
it barely spun.
You know what?
And why did he use a wood bit?
to drill through the door that he
That
didn't
he
need to
just
fucking
opened.
drill through.
He just
He just
opened the
opened the
goddamn
fucking
gate.
handle.
I figured
This is-
wider hole for the piercing of it here. Or
Look,
actually,
this
he got her
is-
in the back.
This is the woman he killed in that when he grabbed her.
So yes, no, you know what? It wasn't even her. It was like 5 different victims, all the way up until one girl who finally decided to scream. Was like, ah, and it was like, you telling me nobody else had like a panic mode whatsoever, or okay, like there was no flight and there was no fight.
Okay,
out
wait,
of
wait.
any of these people.
But the second girl, the one with the really nice rack, he sucker punched her, so she didn't really have a chance to really do anything.
Yeah,
Okay, he sucker punched and slapped a lot of people and knocked him out with one hit. So this dude is superhuman strong. Like, I mean, he was just throwing hands, dude. And they're just like,
Just hit him in the right spot.
like-
right in the right spot.
It's
right
just so funny because he like barely hit them, and they're like, ah.
So,
that's what I'm saying, man. He's got like Hulk-like strength for this normal dude.
like I told you guys earlier, I made a pros and cons list for this movie because I felt it very necessary to make a pros and cons list for this movie. So I'm going to tell you that you guys know my list already, but I'm going to let our listeners know. So the pros to this movie, okay?
I wish we had like a digital thing we could pop up and show this, honestly,
Yeah.
like a bar graph.
So the pros to this movie, titties and bush. Pros. Cons, the rest of the fucking movie. I was not entertained at all by this except for the masturbation bathroom scene. The only thing that kept me fucking entertained in this whole movie, and I rewound it a couple times just to be sure that I was entertained by that part of the movie. And
Bro,
let me just tell you, that was I need that soap that she has, because even before she was going down to double click the mouse, she was like, and I was like, yep, no, that's
bro. She was doing that with her lotion in the window. So whatever that lotion combo was too, apparently, because like
Spanish
she was.
Fly.
She wants to. I forgot it was her.
You know what? Anytime I even think of Spanish Fly, all I can ever
Beavis
think
and
of is
Butthead.
the Beavis. Yep, exactly. Beavis and Butthead every fucking time, dude. Oh my god.
But yeah, man, I found this movie very, very hard to pay attention to. It was just like, I don't know, man. It did not. I mean, the killer was just kind of fucking lame too. It was just some dude. Like,
we got 2 killers eventually.
Yeah, but
not working cohesively, which was different, honestly, I thought.
But that first when he went in for the first kill and he puts on the ski mask and he doesn't even put it on right, and he's looking through one eye hole with both eyes. Why couldn't they fucking reshot that scene?
Yeah. So we were trying to figure that out, and the wife looked that up too, and it was just like they were like, "Yeah, it's a miss shot." And it's like, "Yeah, no shit."
Well, the fucking car door that fucking closed. He closed the car door, drove off, and the fucking door opens up, and he's like, "Oh, better close
Bro,
it."
you
Reshoot the fucking scene.
You could see that shit wasn't latched when he closed it, and I was like,
yeah.
Wait,
And then it goes to the next scene of the car fucking driving, and that door's fucking slammed the fucking.
Which personally,
Dude, when he closed it the second time, it still didn't look closed.
So Brody said
it did look more closed around the third time though, when he finally came around that third corner.
Brody said he would put Bush in cons. Harry Bush is a no-go for me. Yes, but Brody, you have to remember this is the 70s.
This is 78, bro.
And
You don't have a
70s
choice.
Bush,
Yeah,
you didn't
don't
have a choice. All right, you just fucking get the.
It was like that.
And,
yeah, it's like that scene from The Waiting, dude, when you're just pulling out like lint and fucking little.
It was like they had. It was like they had buckwheat and a leg lock down there.
Yeah, they did. Yes,
fire
Stephen
crotch
Lynch.
like a motherfucker.
Oh my god, dude.
But man, that girl, oh my god, she was fucking gorgeous. The one chick with the nice rack. She had literally the perfect hooters.
We are not talking about the masturbation girl, correct?
No, not the redhead.
Okay, so that girl's scene was very weird, and I'm not sure. I have an idea where the director was going with it because it was just literally titties. But she starts the shower to get into the shower, right?
Mm-hmm.
She looks in. It's my clothes. Oh, silly me. Walks into said shower with clothes on, turns off shower, does not take clothes out that scared her by any means. So now we just have her walking out of the shower with a nice wet t-shirt. So I guess thank you, director, for that.
Thank you.
And then her going to the closet to change. And I'm like, wait, so she forgot to shower? Like, what the fuck just happened there? Like, and then yeah, she gets killed. It was like, all right, don't think about it. We're just like, titties, dude. We just got, how can we get this girl's titties out? All right, there we go.
You know, and then when her friend opens the door and sees her fucking lying dead there, she's like,
Oh no.
oh no, my friend. And then instead of being like, hey, somebody help. Like, you were in the fucking hallway. There's shit tons of fucking neighbors, but let me walk in and not even think to maybe turn the fuck around because maybe, just maybe, somebody's fucking standing behind you.
But there was no shock even on that girl's face, dude. She's
Exactly.
like, oh, wow, my friend's dead. That sucks.
Like, the acting in this was so fucking bad. Like,
It really was.
like I said, nobody had any fight or flight at all. It was just kind of like,
Some better acting in Vengeance.
Case in point, that no fight or flight. This scene that we were talking about with the fucking killer and the guy, and like the guy figures out that he's the killer, and the guy throws like fucking, what was it, kerosene or something, or paint thinner? I think it was paint thinner, and he's just chasing him around.
But he wasn't even the killer.
I thought it was gasoline to clean, because you know sometimes you got to clean.
It could have been.
No, it was like it was acetone or whatever. They had the can right next to it, but it was in that
But that was fucking stupid. Okay, like
so. Were you yelling at the screen? I was yelling at the screen in that scene, dude. Like, I usually never do that. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
but like I said, he's sitting there and the guy's like, he's throwing little things at the killer, and he throws like aerosol cans, and there's a fucking fire in between them. You know, flamethrower that shit.
Or be like, yo, light me on fire. I'm just gonna tackle your ass.
That's exactly, dude.
Where are you gonna? Where the fuck are you gonna go? Where the fuck are you gonna go? We're in a fucking 8x8 room with a fucking table in the middle. Like,
but let's lay on the ground.
90% of that chemicals landed on his coat. Just take the fucking coat off.
But let's lay on the ground while he lights one match at a time. I mean, and fucking tries to light us on fire. Bitch or not, I'm a bitch. I'm not a fighter. I'd have whooped that motherfucker's ass to fucking.
No, but that dude was like really like, because like it's not like his buddy was like, you know, I'm not saying like he couldn't be scrappy by any means, but I mean, come on, you know,
there was a saw and fucking other tools on the goddamn table. Pick something up and fucking
hold the handle like this and just fucking go at him blade first. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, this movie was just
frustrating. It was fucking frustrating,
especially. And that boring monologue scene right in the middle that killed the entire movie from there on out.
I honestly kind of wish we one of us timed, because I feel like that was a solid like 7-minute monologue.
Oh yeah, that was
just
way
like
too long and drawn out.
Like, I stopped caring a third of the way in, and then we just kept going. I was like, all right, I kind of feel for this dude. Yeah,
you know, that's in all honesty, that's how I felt about this movie. I stopped caring a third of the way in.
Yep. So like I said, I didn't give a fuck about anybody except the big titty chick, and they killed her off at the beginning.
And then we get this weird, to wrap it all up at the end, we get this weird faux incestuous rape shit going on.
I never thought,
what the fuck, dude? Like, I thought maybe they were gonna go there and she would have like kneed him in the nuts and nope. He really fucking raped her, and then like they were just in,
and she was just okay with it.
Well, she wasn't okay with it, but it was like she didn't. She kind of, once again, like no, I don't know, but
she only fought back after she put 2 and 2 together and realized that he killed his uncle and her brother.
Right, which is fucked up. And then potentially they take away one of the best kills we could potentially see in this movie, and they don't show us. They just show her with the after effect, which okay, cool, because now you're like, oh, how bad did she fuck her up? No, man. I want to see this girl go fucking ham on this dude, because this dude was a douchebag.
Yep.
Like full out. He looked kind of like, oh my God, dude. High School Musical and Baywatch. What the fuck? Zac Efron. He was like a 1970s Zac Efron to me, dude. I don't know what it was, but Steve's
I never thought any incestuous theme could top Amityville 2 in the weirdness for me.
This kind of went there. Well,
this one went there a little more because he fucked his cousin. He literally fucked. He said straight up, I fucked my cousin.
And you know what? You're right. Because at least in Amityville, the dude can say, well, I was possessed. The sister,
But
she's
she
got
wasn't.
questions. Yeah, I know. She's
She
got
wasn't.
her own. She's got her own weird shit she's got to deal with. But yeah, this one, dude, like, which also begs the question, like, did the dad actually really know that and subconsciously just like push it down and try to think that his daughter was like this perfect little angel? Or you know what I mean? Like,
I think his sorrow, maybe because he was so distraught over her being dead, he just kind of created this version of her in his mind that was this perfect little angel when she was a big old sleut to begin with.
I can see that. Ooh, yeah. And then that just caused the snap. So it's like anybody with any kind of dirty, perverse lifestyle, you're like, oh, killing them. Which, and by the way, like, I love the fact of what was the nephew's name? Do you guys remember? I don't even remember.
Who fucking knows? Some
Anyways,
jack off.
I love
Kent.
when
It was Kent.
Kent, yes, thank you. I love when like his reaction when he gets the dildo thrown at him. Like he's checking out bloody apartments, dude. Like he is totally fine with that, but he's like, ew, dildo, gross. And it's like, what? It's like, bro, that chick was hot. You literally just said she was hot. You see her on her fucking picture right there. Like
He should just picked up and like, dude, I'm so jealous of you.
Yeah, it's I don't know. This movie was like I said, I'm interested to see Toby Hooper's version of this.
I'm still not even sure who was Kent or his uncle the killer before that.
The uncle was the killer, and then
but was he though?
Yes,
because the body shape didn't match to me though.
Oh
I
no,
thought
it
it was
did. You
Kent.
could. I could see. I figured.
But
It
what's
looked
really
exactly
funny,
like his eyes, dude. Like,
what's really funny because I'm not sure 100%, but I was running the RoboVac, so it was a little loud, so I had to turn the sound up, and I didn't want it to drown out everybody upstairs, so I put the captions on, and according to the captions, the uncle was the killer because it said it would say something like Vance humming whenever the killer was humming, and that was before it was even revealed.
I always took it as the uncle, and the only time the nephew came into play for that, because like he looked over and he saw her in bed, so that was his like, oh shit, this is my uncle. But I think he looked at it as like A, he doesn't want to lose his uncle, and B doesn't want to like, because obviously like his uncle is also his money and his job. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He's looking at it as his livelihood, like trying to save that in the most fucked up way. Not to mention, like, obviously he clearly was infatuated with his cousin. So like he has
now,
because maybe that's what it was. Because now that when he looked over it, he's like, oh shit, we got a new girl. What up? Like, and then like, was that his snap? Like, but obviously, like, yeah, you know, I mean, like his first kill was his buddy there, and then he ended up killing his uncle. To which, why was the uncle so sweaty at the end? Was he having a heart attack? Like, what the fuck was going on? He just fell on that knife. He was like,
that knife one was not deep enough to fucking kill anybody.
Why was his eyes closed before he fell on it, dude? Like, what the fuck was going on? Like, he was just like, oh god, I can't believe this happened. Like,
because he had an awkward boner.
Fear boner.
Dude, I feel like we were just watching some really, really bad student film.
But I feel like this could definitely fit in some weird, like, horror subgenres, dude. Ski mask killers, drill kills, you know, that kind of shit.
A drill that was moving at a speed that probably wouldn't do that much damage to a person.
I don't even know how that drill would go through wood if you were trying to actually drill like a pilot hole in a wood with that, dude. Like, I feel like it'd be like,
just showed the bits
right. It'd be like, and it'd be like, oh shit. You know, like it'd be one of those things where you'd have to just keep like working it a little bit each time.
Better off doing it by hand.
Dude, this dude with his strength could have just ripped these women in half. He was knocking them out with a fucking slap.
I still just don't get the whole thing with the drill bit, and then he just opens the fucking door like it was never even locked or anything.
Yeah,
Shining bullshit, whatever.
Yeah, but
it's
still,
fucking,
it made no fucking sense. Like, why just not? I mean,
okay.
I thought maybe he was gonna like drill a hole and then like maybe like punch through the fucking door and like rip her fucking out through it.
I thought he was gonna drill through the door right into her.
Like peekaboo.
That's what I was expecting.
Door
but
open.
No.
Well, she was smart enough to actually be like, okay, I'm not going to stand against the door. Although I will say the drill in the arm, I was like, oh shit, did not expect that, because that was kind of like a random like fuck with situation.
I did like the nail to the head. That was good. That was kind of cool.
I just like that the hot redhead got nailed. Like honestly, like I thought that was.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
No, I mean, okay, another confusing thing. The perfect shaped woman there. Why did he okay, yeah, she was in the hall, but he dragged her into the stairwell instead of just bringing her back into the apartment, which would have been easier and contained the blood. So like all the other people wouldn't keep finding the fucking blood in the hallway. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Clearly this dude was obviously crazy. And I don't think he ever actually truly anticipated to be a killer. I think it just like he set out as like he thought he was going to do it. And then he was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And he just did it anyways. Sloppy.
I'm sorry, but the lady that found those 2 girls dead was not believable at all. Because she would have had a way bigger reaction.
Was that the couple?
Yes.
The black couple?
Yes. That reaction was not believable.
Dude, most of these people's reactions were not believable. Like it took up until like the
Most of the people,
sixth victim to scream.
Look,
most of the people flat out weren't believable.
I and I've said this before on this podcast. I was in one of the shittiest fucking horror movies that's ever been put on Amazon Prime, and to this day, I stand by that. It is so fucking shitty, but it's okay because I'm proud of it because I got an IMDb credit for it. Whatever,
Yeah.
But I made my mom watch it while we were there because I was like, oh, look. And I showed my niece and that because, my girlfriend's in it too. And my girlfriend is a fucking shitty actress. I love her. She's fucking beautiful. She's gorgeous. But she acted way better than anybody in this fucking movie. And she's fucking horrible. She's fucking horrible. Her
Vengeance
death scene
good?
was worse than Vengeance.
Ooh.
And I can say that because she's not watching right now because she's at work. So
There you go. She could always catch it on the flip side. If she wants to.
with them fingers
But
crossed.
that'll be later. Yeah, right. Fair enough. How's she gonna find this random 47 minute
Exactly.
down the road?
Exactly.
All right. So obviously we pretty much just didn't care for this movie all around.
No.
I mean, the kills were kind of meh. The titties were nice. This
was just the only pro.
Yeah, and the fact that we get some random softcore, like full softcore porn, dude, like full out.
yeah.
There's been a lot of sex scenes in movies where it's just like it's always been questionable because you're just like, how long is this going to go? I feel like this was a moment that should have been timed. I feel like we got a full 5-minute masturbation scene.
It was 15 minutes for me.
That's fine. Well, you said you watched it twice after the fact, so absolutely.
The funny thing is, while we're watching that scene, all I could think of is she better at least be able to finish before he kills her.
She did.
She did.
I mean, at least he was nice enough to let her. But I just love how he like just amplifies like the dirtiness of these people. Like it's so ridiculous. But how many times have we had killers where that's their motive? You know what I mean? Just like dirty people. Like obviously Jason and shit, that doesn't really count. Like that just happens.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, 1 and 2.
Isn't Red State also? I think that's
I haven't seen it, but I have no idea.
they're making a sequel, I guess. I was like, wow, it's been a while. Yeah, that was like all like super religious, like over the top crazy people. We've seen it in Stakeland.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah. Fucking love their goddamn movies.
Right? I know you guys were like, man, this movie was so depressing. I'm like, yeah,
It
but it's
was.
so good.
But it was
though.
so good.
So depressing.
So good.
Shout out to my buddy Joseph. He messaged me earlier and he's like, bro, I've been listening to your band's album on repeat. It's so fucking awesome. So thank you for that, Joseph. Thank you for the shout out.
Nice. Alrighty. So is there anything else we want to discuss? Because we don't have a Brody today, unfortunately. That motherfucker's been moving, so he's been tired. He had to take the week off. That's all right, but he's obviously here.
He said he didn't miss much, but you know what we're missing? We're missing his awesome review that would have been fucking great for this fucking movie because I guarantee you it would have been great.
Oh, yeah, honestly, I would have really liked to hear Brody's take from it because obviously, like, he looks at shit a little different than we do too, just from a film standpoint. So maybe he would have liked it more, or maybe he would have hated it more.
I think he would have hated it more.
Yeah,
I feel like he would have.
Yeah, I honestly don't know, man. I feel like I got to ask Boss Man if he's watched this. I got to know his take because I feel like this would be a Boss Man take, but maybe not.
I feel like if he has seen it, he probably likes it a lot.
I don't know. Maybe I feel
Because
like he
usually
could,
when
he could also shit on this too.
I don't
easily
know.
enough.
I don't know. I could see him hating it too.
Right, just
so-
because there's a lot of stuff. It's like this is so fucking stupid. There was a lot of dumb calls from the killers and the victims, dude. This is just, it was like a scary movie, but not scary movie.
and then it makes you question. I mean, it made me question, like, fuck, were the people that really died this fucking stupid? Like, did nobody put up a fucking fight back in 1978? Because I'm sorry, but like I said, I'm not the manliest fucking man, but somebody trying to kill me, I'm gonna put up a little bit of fight.
Right?
Yeah, you're still gonna like run at the dude and try to like push him into the wall. Who's just, it's not like he has like a flamethrower. He has matches. He's got to take time to actually like fucking do this shit.
I'd have fucking nut kicked him so fucking hard while he was trying to light them matches. And if he lit me on fire, like you said, tackle the son of a bitch. Guess what, bitch? You're getting burned too.
Right. That was my last thought. But it's like, homie, you literally had the toolbox there that's been killing everybody anyways. Use a screwdriver, use whatever the fuck you got. You know what I mean? Like this dude's
use the fucking toolbox itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he's threatening you with matches. It's like, bitch, I got a hammer. Like,
or grab one of those other cans and pour some shit on him.
Yeah, be like, ha. What are you gonna do
now? What, bitch?
Now I want to see that. I want to see that in a movie. I want to see where somebody lights somebody with lighter fluid and then somebody like throws it back and it's like stalemate, bitch. Now,
but in a very comedic way too.
Oh, it would have to be a comedic way, dude. That's the only way I could see that right now. For some reason, I see Daniel Stern kind of part of that too. I don't know why. But okay, so Brody's still sticking with a 2.2, but yeah, it's, you know what? I feel like the trailer, Brody, honestly made it look better than the film. Like I enjoyed the trailer more. So that should tell you something if you didn't like the trailer. All right, so I feel like unless you guys got anything else to discuss, I'm ready for Chad to hit behind the curtains if he's got anything.
All right, so this first bit deals with our favorite scene of the movie. So Kelly Nichols got the role of Deanne after the first two actresses backed out because they didn't want to do the total nudity. She had no problem being nude on screen because she'd spent years as a nude model. This was her first of only two mainstream movie roles. The year after the film was released, she was selected Penthouse Pet of the Month in May 1979 and then began a career of making hardcore adult films.
We got any of those titles?
No.
Steve?
No, I don't have the title, but
what was her name again? I'm gonna look it up.
Kelly Nichols.
But if you Google her name and then click videos, very interesting scientific research pops up.
You don't want obituary? No.
No.
Terrible. Probably shouldn't look at images.
And it's all old school shit. Like I was like,
it's just like 70s, bro.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit! Like this is the stuff I used to sneak out of my fucking dad's stash back in the day.
It's like Boogie Nights shit.
I wonder. I mean, yeah, dude. There's no way she didn't have the big bush in the porn too.
Oh yeah. Okay, so continuing on, in a 2002 interview, Kelly Nichols said she loved being included in a movie poster, especially since the artwork makes her boobs look much bigger than they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They were nice though, still.
Not as nice as the other ones, but still not bad.
But you know what? I saw this meme today that was like me looking at massive titties. Me looking at small perky titties. And it's true.
Yep.
I love boobs.
Titties are titties.
Big or small, I love them all.
We love them all.
Yeah. Wait a minute. When the hell did she start doing porn? This may be a different chick. And if not, she was.
Oh no, she's there. She's
there. I'm looking at this. There's like some crazy, like weird list, but it said like 2009. I'm like, wait, what? But it's
Grandma.
It's the best of Ron Jeremy. And the best of seasoned players. Jesus Christ. Hold on, I gotta scroll down. Wow, she's got a lot under her belt.
She had a lot in there, man.
Johnny, focus.
Yeah, I can't
focus. Fuck us. Look at that glow on his face. That glow is just.
There's just so much to like.
It's like he's looking into the gates of heaven.
This list is ridiculous.
Bright glow on his face.
I'm just saying, like, if this was your resume, it'd be an impressive resume. What the fuck? I don't see any from the 70s though. I think the earliest one I see is 83, which is Yearnings.
There was one where
There's 83 as well of Wine Me, Dine Me, and 69.
69 Me.
Yeah.
I've heard of that one.
So there was one.
Oh, 1980 Ultra Flesh. Sorry.
That I briefly saw where
in That Lucky Stiff.
She was laying in one of those old school like beach poolside reclining chairs, you know, like the little rubber, you know, stretchy things across it. And
I get that, yeah.
She's laying there by the pool, and this dude comes and starts massaging her, and then she blows him. And I was like, oh, alrighty then, impressive.
Wasting no time here. Okay, so let's continue on while Big Johnny D is distracted.
Hey, I found one for my birth year. Yeah, 1985, Slip Into the Silk. All right, I'm done.
Dude, I don't know if you were paying attention where you could see yourself, but your face really was lit up. By
it was lit the fuck
well because up. Because when I switched over, it's just all like the normal white type. So it's like
there it is. This was child star Pamela Ferdin's final film role. She did a few minor TV roles after this and then took up a nursing career in 79. She later became an animal rights activist. She revealed in a 95 interview she never wanted to be an actress. Her mother made her do it. In fact, the only reason she took this role was because her mother pushed her into it, but afterwards she told her mother she was done with acting.
All right.
Shitty. I mean, not for her. I mean, good for her for standing up for herself that she didn't want to fucking do it, because unfortunately, child actors, a lot of them are just kids thrown into shit that they don't fucking know any better.
And speaking of, as her being a child actress, she was the original voice of Lucy in the animated Charlie Brown specials.
Oh,
no shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys always thought, or did you always think that the Charlie Brown specials were way longer than what they actually are?
Mm-hmm. I remember them being like fucking like hour long.
30 minutes. Like, I always thought it was, somebody said an hour. I always remember half hour.
I think they were, I think they added a lot of commercial breaks is why.
Oh, they did. Because they're actually like 15 minutes long. So you got,
it's like when they do like the special longer version of The Grinch on Cartoon Network or something. And it's the same thing. There's nothing added to it. They just take more longer commercial breaks.
Dude, I have the old Grinch on fucking DVD and I love it because there's a whole behind the scenes section and it's fucking narrated by Phil Hartman. And I was like, I love that fucking man so much, dude. It's so great. He comes on and he's like, hey, I'm a Grinch. And he's like saying he's a Grinch file or something like that. I was like, I fucking love this.
If only he could have done it in the voice, in the style of Troy McClure. That would have been great. I'm Phil Hartman. You might remember me from such films as.
My favorite Phil Hartman everything will still always be Colon Blow. I don't know why. The Colon Blow commercial?
It was funny, but my favorite Phil Hartman is the only time he ever broke character.
Wait, which one was that? Oh my God, I feel like I know this.
It was when they did a Tonto, Tarzan, and Frankenstein skit.
Oh, yes.
And he starts talking and he just loses it and starts laughing hysterically. And that is the only time I've ever seen him do that.
Yeah, I would say I like the sassy bit too. Where he was like the German host or whatever like that. Sorry, random fucking Phil Hartman sidebar. Jesus Christ. What else we got, Chad Daddy?
Kelly Nichols took her brothers to see the movie when it was first released, even though she's running around fully nude and masturbates in one scene. They saw it at the same theater she worked at as an usher when she was a teen.
That's got to be weird to watch your sister doing that on the big screen.
Yeah, I don't think... I couldn't take my relatives to see me doing a nude scene. No.
Some of them maybe, but not all of them, and not my sister. There'd be ones that would appreciate it for the funny ones, but there's not a lot of them. That's probably more friends than family.
I don't think it'd be worse taking your friends because they'd be like, there's your wiener.
Are you kidding me, dude? Gallo would be right there on my back, fucking waiting to go in line.
Gallo would be in the movie with you.
Fucking right, he would.
Like, no doubt.
I hope he's listening right now.
I love Joe. He's
Anyways.
hilarious. Development for the Toolbox Murders began in 77 when LA producer Tony Didio wanted to make a low budget horror film after noticing a successful second release of Tobe Hooper's landmark film, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He got in touch with the writing team he knew, rented a print of the film, sat them down in the theater, and gave them one simple mandate: create a variation on this idea and movie. But besides having a masked killer, this film has almost nothing to do with the plot of Chainsaw, and then Hooper did a remake of this movie in 2004.
So they were like, hey, man, let's make Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but let's make it nothing like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And
Cool.
extremely shitty.
Hey, you
And
guys see that
extremely-
movie? Yeah. All right, we want something like that. All right, this is what we got. Okay. No.
So the remake has a 4.0 on the ratings
Out
Out
of
of what?
5 or 10?
out of 5.
From whom?
It just says reviews, audience reviews.
Interesting. I'm not saying I'm opposed to watching it, but I don't know.
I
It's
would say
gotta
I'm
be better
opposed to
than
watching this again.
Oh, absolutely. But we'll get to that.
Yeah. Okay, the film was marketed as being a dramatization of a true story. According to journalist Linda Gross, the screenplay was loosely based on a string of serial killings in Michigan committed by a man who attacked women using various tools.
And I'll attack you with my tool.
Interesting.
Pamela Ferdin plays a 15-year-old girl. She was 17 when cast and turned 18 just before filming began. Reportedly, when producers learned she was now 18, they tried to pressure her into filming a nude shower scene, but she refused.
She's supposed to be playing a 15-year-old girl. What the fuck, dude?
That's sick, dude. That is just sick.
Like, that's honestly not that I like, obviously, it's not like I'm like, yay, rape scene. Yeah. No, if anybody's listened to this podcast, clearly we have a fucking feeling about those. Very uncomfortable, as they should be, and not necessarily needed, clearly.
No.
You can just fucking allude to things. But yeah, the fact that we even just potentially witnessed a 15-year-old girl getting raped, I'm just like, well, now that's sitting in my fucking head. Great. What the fuck, dude? Ah, gross.
Okay, Pamela Ferdin didn't see the entire movie until she recorded the DVD audio commentary in 2002. So she never even saw the fucking thing.
Better off.
Yeah.
She didn't even go to the premiere. That's the best.
Sequel was planned for a 1986 release, but never finalized.
What the fuck are you going to do for a sequel?
There's a
They're
sequel.
both dead.
There's a sequel to the remake.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I don't know how the remake ends. I mean, that could be a completely different like flip. But yeah, how the hell would you do a sequel to this one unless you just like had that girl in the loony bin and like she starts killing people? I guess. I don't know. Anyways, what else, Chad Eddie?
In the opening sequence, Cameron Mitchell as Vance Kingsley drives around listening to a holy roller, also voiced by Cameron Mitchell, on the radio, so that Cameron Mitchell is effectively talking to himself.
Oh, no shit. Awesome. Anything else, buddy?
Okay, let's see. In 2004, Tobe Hooper directed a remake simply entitled Toolbox Murders, not The Toolbox Murders. The film veered considerably from the original plot line, but ultimately was better received than the original.
Yeah, so this one has on Rotten Tomatoes, the remake has a higher score than the original.
So did it even come out to theaters? Because I don't remember hearing anything about it.
I don't think so.
I mean, you're talking it. No, I feel like that would have been noted in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says release date, but it only gives the streaming release date.
You're talking like 2004, dude. Like there were far and few like horror movies in between. You're talking, you had what? Texas remake like the year before. I mean, you kind of have like those.
That would have been like
right
when they.
on there, but-
That would have been like right on the time they did the Fog remake.
Yes. Oh, with Tom Welling or whatever. Yeah. Never watched that.
Don't.
Yeah, I heard it was bad. I think you would actually.
One of the worst. One of, if not the worst film I've ever seen. Me watching it is the same as when fucking Brody watched Amityville 3D.
Oh wow,
It was that bad.
I'll take your word for it. All right.
Okay,
Anything
so
else?
just
Oh,
let me give you one. I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
give you one person's review on the remake of Toolbox Murder. It says Toby Hooper's latest is not unlike an episode of Melrose Place, as imagined by Lucio Fulci.
Oh,
okay.
that could be interesting then.
There you go.
I mean, I can see the Melrose Place comparison being as how this all takes place in one little apartment complex.
Right.
So I could see that. Which I thought it was really weird that like all these people lived together but didn't fucking know who the hell they were.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be me, dude. I don't fucking pay attention to my neighbors.
True. I guess I don't
I
really know.
literally, I am that dude who I'm like, yo, man, leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. I don't fucking want to know what the hell is going on in your life.
I've lived here since when did I fucking move in here?
A couple months ago.
Beginning of September.
Yeah.
I've not talked to any of my fucking neighbors. I
Like,
know who my. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
Oh, I was gonna say
like, wow, this is funny. Jinx. No, I was gonna say I do know my neighbors, but I don't like talk to them like in the neighborly fashion like all the time. You know,
I
if
know.
I say them, I'll be like, hey, how's it going? And that's about it.
Over on this side of us, my wife's cousin Stevie lives there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There's an old guy that lives next door. No fucking clue what his name is. I don't even know his last name, but he's really nice because he's mowed across the yard. My mother-in-law has the property across the street, and he has like one of those big tractor mowers. Like it's a tractor that has like the mower attachment to it, and he cut down all the weeds a couple times and throughout the summer. And I raked all the leaves out of his yard. No idea what his name is. Back there is my old high school English teacher, Mrs. Bonanno, and her mother-in-law lives right next to her.
See, so you know your neighborhood.
I know a couple, but that's about it.
So right next door to me, on this side right here, is my ex-wife's friend's daughter. She lives right next door to me, but I've never talked to her. Next to me over here, it's an empty house. Nobody's moved in yet. Nobody's bought the house yet. Across the street from me, I never met them. I just call them the Party Mexicans because every weekend they're out jamming fucking Spanish music, loud as fuck, drinking their fucking Miller Lite, and I'm just like, hey, how's it going?
So you say you got an empty house near you, huh? You said you got an empty house near you, huh?
Yeah, right next door.
Be Steve's neighbor.
Yeah, buddy.
Awesome. Fuck New York, dude. I would love to move out. Fuck it, eh? Anyways, Chad Daddy, what else we got?
Director Scott Glosserman claimed to have put an Easter egg in his film Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, with the character of Eugene being responsible for the Toolbox murders.
Oh, shit.
That. Wait,
I thought he was supposed to be Billy. Or was that another character?
There was an alluding to that as well.
Yeah.
That he potentially, because like his wife was his survivor girl. Like he never actually died. But
okay. Now I know who you mean.
Holy shit.
What? Eugene? Oh, why were you not thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense now.
I could kind of see that. Like, I mean, he could essentially be both. Like, they could just mix him in. Like, he could be the killer.
But no, but it wasn't Billy. That was a different character. That was.
Wait, what?
Or was it? I don't know.
Eugene was his. That was his
mentor.
Mentor, yeah. That was what's his name from fucking
that was
Walking
Tobin
Dead.
Bell. Wait,
no, it wasn't Tobin Bell. It was the dude from Walking Dead.
Herschel. That's right. Sorry,
yeah.
they both look kind of similar to me, right? That's what.
Oh no, I can get that old guy with white hair.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay.
Anything else behind the curtain?
Stephen King publicly declared it one of the scariest movies ever made.
Shut the
Stephen
fuck
King's
up.
an idiot.
He is an idiot. He's a complete tool anymore. I
fucking
hate the guy.
Stupid.
He's a dipshit. Like I think
this is also probably when he was coked out too. He's like, "That movie was fantastic.
So fucking scary! Oh my god,
dude,
my heart rate was through the roof."
Have you read anything he's tweeted in the last couple of years? Like I swear, when he got hit by a car, it knocked all of his fucking common sense out. The guy's a dipshit. So yeah, fuck Stephen King. Upon its
Hot
release,
take.
critics complained about the film's misogynistic views towards victimization and exploitation of women, along with its graphic violence and nudity. Producers responded that this, like other horror films, wasn't glorifying or condoning the abuse of women, something critics didn't seem to grasp. They were merely showing the horror of it in their story.
Why do critics always try to go with that? They're like, oh, it makes it so it's okay. It's like, dude, did you watch the same fucking movie I did? Because no, it doesn't. It makes it feel weird and like it should. And, questionable.
What pisses me off is critics always look too deep into it. And they try to make it out to be something it's not. And even it's like Sigmund Freud said, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Right. There's no fucking you don't have to look between the lines. There's nothing there. It just is.
Yeah, and if you see something that's between the lines that wasn't supposed to be there, that's on you.
Yep.
Exactly.
This film marked Kelly Nichols' acting debut. She's credited with her real name, Marianne Walter.
I like Kelly Nichols better.
Playing the clitar.
Yeah, that's sexy.
The clitar.
Let's see. So finally, Wesley Ury, who had previously appeared on the series Land of the Lost, which had recently been canceled, agreed to take the role because he was tired of being the goody-goody roles. He said, I'd be running from dinosaurs and being the perfect son for years. Now I get to be the killer.
Hell yeah. So I never watched the 70s Land of the Lost, but I definitely watched the 90s Land of the Lost. And I could sing that theme song fucking still, bro. Like, and there was that one chicken who was super fucking hot, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking cave chick, dude.
Yeah, cave chick, yeah.
Oh my God.
I have to go back because I vaguely remember the 90s version.
Living in the land of the lost. That'll just take you back there. And I thought Steve was saying, oh man. What else we got, Chad Daddy?
That's all I got, buddy.
That's all we got? All right. Time for the main questions of the show. So, gentlemen, what format was this watched on?
Tubi.
Also Tubi.
Shudder.
All right. See, you got the nice no ads.
Well, la-dee-da, Mr. Fancy Pants.
That's right.
But the quality looked like shit,
I didn't think it was not 1080, but I would say it looked 720 to me at least. But.
Yeah, but it was dark and grainy, which I guess probably supposed
to. But you know what?
To.
Even if you had a clearer version, it still would have been just a clear version of shit. So
you're like, oh wow, I just saw it even more than I just
shit. I mean,
right. Douche of the film, bro. I gotta say, fucking
Kent. The nephew, yeah, the rapist,
dude. He's a
rapist.
The uncle was the killer, but he was a rapist. Yeah.
Right, like I feel like I could still be more sympathetic with the killer than that dude. It's like, bro, you killed your friend because you were trying to protect your weirdo uncle, and then you wanted to rape your friend's sister because she reminded you of your cousin. Yeah, fuck off. Those types of people that's why drawing quartering needs to be coming back, dude. Like for those motherfuckers. Yeah. Bring it right down to I'll go watch that shit. Bring it right downtown. We don't need horses anymore, dude. Hook up 4-wheelers or something. Make it cool. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, fuck yeah.
Harley Davidson's
right? Yeah, right, dude. Bring out your local fucking pedos. Be like, all right, light them up.
Yeah, because those bikers will be all for that.
Fuck yeah, dude. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, because you know what? I can even throw this dude in the pedo fucking thing because that girl was 15. So fuck that dude. He's in that pile. All right. So favorite kill.
Nail to the head.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
So what did we get? We got hammer claw
hammer to the head. The girl got drilled in the back.
Drilled in the back.
Stabbed in screwdriver.
Yep.
The uncle's uncle getting stabbed.
And Joey getting burned.
That was pretty fucked. Ooh, I might have to go the burning. Just because I feel like that would be the worst way to go. At the same time, that dude went out like a fucking bitch. So,
Did. I can't
guess somebody told him to stop, drop, and roll.
I'll give it
to dropped and stopped.
I'll give it to the nail gun because that'll also tie into the next question.
I mean, the nail gun was the coolest weapon. And then it also just got me thinking from a whole just like dad aspect of like, wow, look at the improvement we've had in fucking hand tools.
Yeah. Did they not have safety switches on them back then?
Well, not only that, but dude, could you imagine a single load nail gun? Fuck that, dude. That would suck dick. You're better off still fucking hammering.
Yeah,
that
that's only slightly faster than a hammer.
And I'm assuming it must run off compressed air, to which, okay, I don't know what compressed air tanks were going for in the 70s, but let's just say even they were using the little CO2 things. How many nail shots are you really getting out of that thing, dude?
Probably less than a dozen.
A paintball gun, you could probably get about 20 to 30 shots. So, but you're actually shooting nails, which are supposed to penetrate that. I'm saying 3 to 5 max, best.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, I might have to go with nail gun too. That was just the coolest weapon. The drill looked weak. Like the drill itself looked weak. It was just like
if you died with that drill, guess what? You deserve to fucking die because you fucking sucked at life anyways.
I mean, she did get drilled in the forearm. That was pretty gross, but yeah. I did like though that every kill had a different weapon. Like that was pretty nice. I mean, shit, even the last one technically was scissors, even though we didn't see it. So, all right. So everybody got favorite kill on that?
Mm-hmm.
Best scene. Don't say
masturbation.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Masturbation. Yeah.
Fair.
Because that wasn't even like a quick scene.
No. That's the scene when you're sitting there trying to watch this movie and your mom walks in the room. And you're like, what are you watching, guys?
Toolbox murders.
Fuck.
Toolbox murders. Mom, I swear. I swear.
Right? Yep. Every time. Or your lady walks in because you're watching it by yourself. Like, what are you watching? Toolbox murders. Mm-hmm. Let me see that remote.
Don't fucking worry about it. You just get the fuck out of here. I'm doing research for the show. It's for the show.
Okay, so opening scene, did it hook you in?
Nope.
No,
not at
it was
all.
It was just him driving around and dropping off a dead body or wrecking the car. And I looked away and I saw I heard a smash, and
that really confused me because it was weird because it was like present and also a flashback at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But then they paused the present so then we can enjoy the flashback a little bit more. But then they went back and was doing this weird like flip fucking shit, dude, where it would go from sepia to I don't know. Yeah, it was weird. It was very confusing because it took a second to be like, oh, that's what's going on. Okay, I shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to like really like think about it and be like, oh, this is a flashback. Okay. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I feel like we have not really had a lot of collective no's across for opening.
No, it's been a while.
Right? Okay. Most attractive character.
I got to give it
big boobs.
You're going that one?
I got to go perfect tits. Yeah.
She was nice, dude. I'm going to go with the redhead though. I feel like she just.
I mean, as much as I like that scene.
Well, the fact that she's
like
also
the other girl better.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing, but I just like the fact that she lotions herself up in the window and then opens the window. It's like, well, hello. Kind of like what's her name from Horrible Bosses.
Oh, yes.
It's like, yo, man, I watched her eat a popsicle and then a hot dog. What? You don't go cold to hot. All right. So did the score set the mood? No. There was some weird jazz music going on, dude.
If the mood was to bore me, yeah.
I guess the only time there was this where like the score set the mood, but it wasn't really a score, it was actually a song, was the bar scene where the mom
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
The sad country song in the lone bar, like that kind of hit the spot. I was like, oh, poor mom.
Mm-hmm.
Mom wasn't too bad of a looker either, honestly.
Well, she wasn't awful.
I feel like the cop was trying to take her home for a brief second. He's like, listen, I know your daughter's missing and all, but hey, you want to go hang out for a little bit?
Was that the very last scene we saw the mother in too?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that really went nowhere.
Nope, not at all. And her son died, to which she does not know. And I mean, she'll find out when her daughter comes home, bloody, but
they kind of dropped a couple red herrings that the son might have been a killer too.
Did they?
Because he was always out of the apartment when the murders happened.
Oh yeah, because the cop was, but like the mom even said, like she was giving him shit for always being out doing stupid shit. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I didn't think it was. Plus, he was way too like skinny and gangly to be the killer. All right. So best song, I don't know. The bar country song.
The
hate
song
country.
the song that was playing in the masturbation scene because it was a song about sex.
Oh, good call.
All right. I agree with that one.
Definitely not the song he was singing while he was trying to burn his friend alive.
God,
no.
no. Oh, God, I hated that.
All right. Favorite character?
Nobody.
I didn't really like anybody in this film,
Yeah.
dude. Like, even like the cop I kind of liked, but he was kind of a douche at parts. I don't know. You know who I liked? I liked the barkeep. He seemed nice.
I'm going to
He
go
was
with
like,
the
you know-
soapy redhead.
He was like, listen, I know your daughter's missing and you shouldn't be at work now. We still need you later, but we don't need I was like, that's fucking hilarious. I love it. You said the daughter?
For me,
Steve,
no, the
what-
soapy
No,
redhead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
This is
Soapy
kind of
redhead.
like picking the maintenance guy in 1408 as the best character.
Yeah, but he was the best character.
He was
awesome.
great. He's like, nope, not going in there.
Fucking right.
So-
So
Just real quick, the masturbation scene lasts 3 minutes and 30 seconds long.
that's a long fucking scene, dude.
Yeah. I was.
I mean, you
that's what I was
figure like
doing.
you figure like you porn snippets are usually 5 minutes. So yeah, buddy. Steve, you're gonna get us shut off of Facebook. All right. So was it scary? Fuck no, dude.
No.
No,
Not a
absolutely
bit.
fucking not. And fuck you, Stephen King, for saying it was.
A little disturbing at the end. Not gonna say that wasn't. but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary? No. All right. So hold up today. No.
No.
That's probably why they made a
Not
remake.
a bit.
But we don't know what the remake's like, so can't judge that yet. Okay. Acting, terrible.
Awful. Hated it.
All
Two
these
thumbs
people
down.
needed all these people needed I don't think we've ever had this much of an I'm almost sad Bob's not here. I feel like Bob would have been at least a stave of that a little bit.
I can officially say Bob would be like, oh, come on, it's not that bad. And
No,
we're
it is.
Yes, it is.
It is,
It
Bob.
Yeah,
is.
it's pretty bad.
It is.
It's pretty bad. I mean, I'd probably watch this over some of the Giella movies we watched, but that's not saying much.
I don't
All right.
know. This. Ugh.
At least I got like, some good laughs out of this one. All right. Cinematography, crap.
Yeah.
There was nothing to write home on this one
They-
at all.
There were so many scenes that should have been reshot. So
Oh my God,
No.
dude.
no.
Absolutely. Come on, man. The killer can't even put his mask on correctly.
And they leave it in.
You need, if any shot should be reshot, it should be that one.
And
And that was like the first scene of him with his mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow, bro. And how does that dude not know how to put a fucking ski mask on? Although, I will
It's
say, I
LA.
feel like that always happens, though. Like, you always get it on. You're always in that weird, like, one fucking eye hole. And you're like, wait a minute, hold on. And then you fucking-
I mean, you're not wrong. I used to wear ski masks as a kid.
yeah, dude,
so-
absolutely. As a little kid, like, I remember totally doing that. But, like, the dude didn't even do, like, the fucking side, like twist to, like, fix it.
So that ski mask scene reminded me of Boondock Saints when they all pull their masks down and then Rocco
And
pulls
fucking
his down and it's all
Rocco's is-
fucked up.
Because it's just that fucking, just a hat cut all out.
That was a better ski mask scene than this one.
Look at you. Well, yeah, but that's a fantastic fucking movie, dude. I fucking shot your cat, you druggy bitch. All right. Did you like the premise?
No.
I mean, the
I don't
premise
know.
is a legit fucking real thing, so kind of fucked up, but I didn't care for the ending weird rape bullshit.
Yeah.
Unless
Criminal
that was
Minds
actually
could have done this better. And they probably have.
in 40 minutes.
Yep.
They probably have multiple times throughout multiple seasons with just little varying things.
Which
Yeah.
which
Same
by
with
the
Law
way,
and Order.
that came back on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
On
Oh,
Thanksgiving
yeah,
Day.
that's right. I
Did
need to
it?
start watching it.
Mhm.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Me and the wife.
All right.
No
First
read though.
episode.
No read. So I don't know.
Is
how
he
that's
coming?
gonna
Is he
go.
coming back at all, or is he not?
No, he's not coming
Damn.
back. He doesn't want to do it.
Damn.
All right, gentlemen. So this is the Quad R's Recycle, Rewind, Remake, or Reboot.
Seeing as how it was already remade, that kind of nullifies that. Throw this fucker in the garbage, dude.
Trash
Yeah,
it.
I'm fine with that. I
Fuck.
don't.
I don't
like,
need to see this
I
again.
will see the remake because it's already made, but
Yeah, I wanna see that.
Yeah, but honestly, like premise wise, I'm like me. Like it's a. I don't know. Even the name, you're like the Toolbox Murders. You're like, okay, cool. So it's just gonna be a bunch of fucking hand tools. Like I don't know. Jason already does that shit. You got fucking Jackbox.
Tim the
people.
Toolman Taylor probably loved this movie.
All righty, let's rate this biatch. All right, so Brody's we're gonna give it Brody's score just because he said fuck it, and you know what, whatever.
I think he was just guessing what our final score is going to be. I don't think he's predicting his own score.
Oh,
I'm
guessing the score is okay. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. But what did Bob have? Bob had
3.4.
All right, Scuba.
1.8.
1.8. Chad Daddy.
I'm going a little higher because of the masturbation scene. It's a 2. It's a flat out 2.
That's why I gave it a 1.8 because of the masturbation scene. Had that not been in there, I'd have given it a 0.
I'm giving it a 1.5. Only because
wow, I'm coming in high.
You guys said, yeah, this one's boring.
You know what? No, I think I'm gonna put mine at 1.75.
All right, hold on. All right, so 3.4 for Bob, 1.8 for Skews. What do you want, bud?
1.75.
5 and 1.4. All right, so that gives us. God damn it, Bob. That gives us a 2.1.
Ooh, Brody was close.
That's right. It's actually 2.1125.
Had you not changed yours,
it would have been a 2.
It would have been a 2.
Yep. Damn. All right. So that was 2.1 for 1978's The Toolbox Murders.
Barf.
So next week we start our tradition of holiday movies.
Yeah, buddy.
And the sad thing is, this may end up being the last time we do it because we are really scraping for Christmas Eve. But next year, we will be able to do Violent Night.
Yep. I still feel like there's a lot more that we might not even know, dude. Like,
I've been looking.
I've been looking also. Like, I looked up like Christmas horror movies, and there's lists, but they're all the same lists, and we've done a handful of them already.
Yeah,
right. And I'm not gonna say that there's also not ones that are definitely like C and D rated ones, which I'm not gonna have any of us.
Dude, there are so many Z quality Krampus movies alone.
Oh my god, dude! Tubi's got like 35 of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's Mrs. Krampus and all this other shit and fucking blah blah. Blah. Yeah, I mean you can go that fucking crap. What?
I don't want to go that low. I'd rather go on a high note.
I mean,
one thing that annoys me is most of these lists, a lot of them are like ranking of the best Christmas horror or best holiday horror.
Right. It's just not giving you
a list. Why in the fuck is Rare Exports always at the top of the lists?
Always.
Because people are afraid
of that movie.
People are afraid of a gang of 100 naked men chasing you.
I hated that movie so much.
I didn't hate it as much as you guys, but I can understand where you came from listening to, like, obviously, like,
dude, I fell asleep like twice watching that.
I don't think I was on that episode, so
no,
I haven't seen it.
I didn't hate it, but I don't love it as much as like the community out there.
Oh my god, people rave about this movie.
Like, I thought it had cool potential in the beginning for sure, and at the end, it definitely had some potential. But there was a lot of areas where they missed.
I'd give me Santa's Sleigh over this any day.
Well, yeah, dude, but Santa's Sleigh is like fantastic.
That's a fucking great movie.
That's one of those ones. But once again, like, that's also a very like specific, like, it's horror, but it's horror comedy, and it knows what it is. So that's why I think it does it well.
And that's why I think Violent Night is going to be fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's just going to be a better version of Santa's Sleigh, just a way higher budget, obviously. Whereas, like, obviously, like Ginger Dead Man, that was fucking terrible.
It was.
You know what I mean? That's not good horror comedy by any means.
I wasn't big on Jack Frost either.
No.
Yeah, I feel like I enjoyed that more when I was a kid than I did as an adult. And I know the second one gets trippy as fuck because he goes into like an island or something like that, like a tropical island, and there's miniature ones and all. Yeah, whatever. But anyways, so next week we're starting this shit off right. So Chad Daddy, what are we starting it with?
Next week we are starting it off with, I mean, we're a week late, but Black Friday.
Yeah. Starring Bruce Campbell, Michael Jai White, and Devin Sawa. I'm excited. Never seen it.
Michael Jai White putting that black in Black Friday.
Fucking right, dude. Good deal. I'm excited. What can we watch this on, by the way?
Honestly, I didn't even look.
I'm looking right now. So it's on Stars, Hulu, Roku, Amazon. Looks like it's all Stars premium subscription. So
Oh, sweet. I have that.
there you go. All righty. Hell yeah, dude. 2021, not rated. Awesome. You know what? We haven't watched a good zombie movie in a minute, too. So this will be good.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Anything nerdy, gentlemen?
Well, I did mention this to you guys before, so I'll bring it up here again. So last month, Tubi dropped a remake of Terror Train during their big Halloween celebration.
Hell yeah.
And it is just announced today that not only is it getting a sequel, the sequel drops this New Year's Eve on Tubi.
How insane is that, dude?
Like, they must have been filmed like concurrently. That's all I can figure. And I've really enjoyed. I mean, I wasn't on the episode where we did Terror Train because I had to work, but I have since watched it and I really enjoyed it. So I'm really hoping
that was a fun movie.
Like, I almost want the remake to go in a completely opposite direction because I feel like if they're really remaking it, it doesn't need remade.
Honestly, I don't remember the fucking dude. It's been I mean, we did that like 2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like we were talking about the weird. Funny enough that you mentioned fucking Land of the Lost because the one dude was dressed as like one of those like Silac things or whatever this fucking Land of the Lost.
Sleestack.
Sleestack, yeah. That's what it was.
Okay, so they talk about the remake. Our remake reintroduced a new generation of Terror Train, and now Tubi's first ever horror sequel expands on the premise with a completely original storyline. This new ride aboard the Terror Train begins on New Year's Eve with the final girl and the mysterious magician facing a new menace in this horror whodunit. Oh.
I just wanted to welcome you all to my first big party as frat president. Let's make sure we play our parts accordingly.
The Sleestack!
Okay, everyone, it's time to get this party started!
Oh my god. It's just a big prank.
Are we having fun yet?
They were waiting.
I'm done waiting. This ends now.
Rowdy crowd out there tonight.
Interesting.
So, initial thoughts is I hate the mask because I hate fucking like traditional scary clown mask. Like if it's, you know what I mean? Like I like when it's just a clown mask that happens to be scary versus just try to look scary. The rest of it though, maybe not too bad. We'll see.
They should have stuck with the Groucho mask.
I agree. I think maybe it wouldn't have fit with the times, maybe, but still, like I don't know. I don't know. I would watch it.
Yeah, I mean it looks cool.
It didn't look any worse than what we watched for today. So.
It's true.
All right. That's cool.
But I really wish Bobby was here. We'll have to save the geek out for when he gets back because I did finally get to watch Terrifier 2.
Oh, nice, dude.
Mention that. I really enjoyed it. You know, I really.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of nerdy things that I watched the Guardians holiday special, and that was actually very fun.
I did too. It was awesome. It was so fun.
Dude, fucking Rocket. He finally got it.
He did.
He did. Yeah, he did.
And I love that Groot's fucking like Jack now.
Oh, yeah. He's totally on steroids.
I didn't like. He looked like a fucking gorilla. He just.
I know. That's why I like, dude, because he's just like, oh, fucking. He's like that 18-year-old dude who's like, I'm going to hit the gym. Like, you know,
it's like it looked like they took Baby Groot's head and stuck it onto this big gargantuan body when he didn't even look like Baby Groot anymore in Endgame or Infinity War.
Teenagers look weird anyways. I mean, they all look like big bobblehead things until they fill in to their adultness. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
I love Drax's ugly Christmas sweater.
The fucking right cat lasers, dude.
That was great.
it felt like a good Christmas special because it was like that sweet 45 minutes. It really like there was so little plot that it didn't fucking matter, but somehow it still works. So you're like, all right, that was a Christmas special.
It didn't do much to set up the Guardians 3, but I'm glad.
I think the biggest thing, and spoiler alert, so if you need to not hear it or whatever, pause this shit. I think its biggest thing was like her saying that she's the sister.
Oh yeah,
I think like that is your
But
biggest play.
what's really funny is that was actually revealed in a deleted scene from Guardians 2. So had they left that in the movie, it wouldn't have been
right. I don't know. That was my guess. I don't know.
That's the only takeaway is really
that, and maybe really, Rocket will do something with the arm.
I'm hoping he makes a gun or something out of it. But it was really heartwarming when Peter realized that she was his sister.
Oh yeah, dude. Moment. I thought it was heartwarming just when he was walking out and like that whole thing was lit up. I'm like, could you imagine if that like you got to experience that? That'd be cool as fuck.
Yeah, I got a little choked up. It was just a really sweet moment there.
And the intro song was ridiculous and hilarious.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
That was fantastic.
Song was great.
That might be a new favorite Christmas song for me right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up on Spotify or something.
Yeah, they said the band's name right in the credits, but I can't remember it right off the top of my head. So, but no, it was good. Check it out if you guys haven't seen it for sure. Heather wants to know if Brody knows if there's any good Australian Christmas movies.
Don't know.
Couldn't know. I guess we'll have to ask him. Imagine that would be a whole show. Excuse me. Brody's Christmas favorites. All right. Anything else, nerdy boys, before we wrap this shit up?
I mean, that's really all I got. There's the Terror Train thing.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it seemed like there wasn't really much going on this past week. Thanksgiving's usually a pretty quiet week as far as in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, game wise, like everything's kind of come out that's need to come out right now. Oh no, Callisto Protocol comes out this fucking week, I'm pretty sure, and I will definitely be getting that game. If for anybody who doesn't know, it's literally the dudes who made Dead Space and who are not with Visceral anymore, and essentially they just remade Dead Space.
Nice.
And it looks fucking awesome. I don't know if it actually has anything to do with it. It'll tie into it, but it's like holographic life bars on the back, dude. There's telekinesis fucking powers and shit and all this other. I'm like, this is fucking it looks awesome.
Another game comes out next week. Marvel's Midnight Suns finally comes out.
That does not look awesome.
It does not. I mean, I was on the fence until I saw the most recent trailer where it shows the gameplay and the battle mechanics, and I'm like, this looks just like a fucking mobile game where you're playing different cards for your abilities. And like,
you had me at the original teaser trailer, like you always. You know what? That's how it was with like those games. What were the X-Men games back on PS2, where they were like kind of gauntlet style?
X-Men Legends.
Yeah. I didn't really care for those that much. Like the intros and everything got me super into them, but then when I actually played them, I was like,
they were fun. The Marvel,
the Ultimate Alliance
group, Ultimate
Alliances were way better, dude.
Yeah,
especially when you unlock Blade in the first one. I was like, they got fucking Blade in here. It's like, fuck yeah. It's like, no more Spider-Man. All right. So other than that, I think it's time to sign this bitch out. If you guys are good. All right, Chad Daddy, you want to start us off?
All right, this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, saying tune in next week, bitches, for Black Friday.
This is your host with the ghost, the Prince of the Paranormal, the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying hasta mañana, mi amigos.
And this is your Fluffmaster Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying adios, Gorehounds, and remember, stay fresh, cheese bag.